As are the Cavaliers. Ball is up, tap controlled by Alexis Wadsworth and the Chargers. The Chargers will give the ball to Molly Coisty out front. Roncalli will match up man-on-man to start the game. Ball will swing right side to Wadsworth in the corner. She'll kick it out front for Kennedy Nome, who dribbles along the arc, stops right of the key, will give it back to Wadsworth on the right wing. Guarded by Klein, Wadsworth will drive down and will drag the pivot foot and will be called for a travel on the first trip down. Roncalli will get the ball back. Hamlin will pick up defense at midcourt. Jamie Ewart will bring it across the timeline and will work the ball over right wing for Taylor Morgan. Morgan brings the ball top of the key. Now we'll go left side for Klein, into the wing for Ewart left side. She'll get it out top. Imberry thought about the three. Now we'll dribble down to the free throw line, puts a shot. It goes halfway down and pops back out no good. Chargers the rebound. Molly Coisty brings it back the other way and will hold it up left wing. Now keeps the dribble alive, brings it foul line, feeds it down low, driving to the post. The pass for Hannah Rowe is a good one, and Rowe will lay it up and in. That time, Coisty looked at the shot, and then Rowe floated to the basket, had the backside wide open, and gets the easy pass for a lay-in. 2-0 Hamlin. Right side, Taylor Morgan on the wing. Will get it right corner for Ewart. Now to Klein. She'll let fly from three and leaves a shot short, no good. Rebound picked up by Brooke Opdahl for Hamlin. Up the floor it comes to Rowe on the right wing. Hannah Rowe will hold it up. And now we'll get it between the circles to Wadsworth. She'll drive the lane, goes up, and loses it as she goes in. The ball, though, stripped away by the Cavaliers, and Hamlin will keep it underneath. And will lob it out front for Molly Coisty. Back it comes to Nome, who tries to drive baseline, double-teamed, dumps it middle of the lane to Rowe. Wide open, her shot off the back glass too hard, and the rebound pulled down by Grace Imberry for Roncalli. Imberry will give it off to Morgan, who brings it across the timeline. Morgan will give it left side for Haley Klein beyond the three-point line. Now to Ewart between the circles. Ball reverses right side to Morgan. She'll drive, now dishes to Imberry. She'll drive and dishes right side to Klein, standing on the three-point line. Takes it down baseline, comes all the way through underneath, but steps on the bit up full court pressure. As in the backcourt, Alexis Wadsworth will have the ball popped away by Klein, loose on the deck, and Haley Klein will come up with it, tries to shovel it off to Imberry. Will give it to Jamie Ewart, who dribbles it along the arc, brings it to the foul line. Now has the ball stripped away by Brooke Opdahl, and it's picked up by the Chargers. Up the floor pass given off to Nome. She'll stop middle of the lane, now dumps it off left corner. Wadsworth from 10 puts a shot up and in. 4-0 Hamlin, 5:40 to play first quarter, as again a steal turns into two for the Chargers. Ewart at the center circle keeps the dribble alive as Hamlin matches up man-on-man defensively here. Right side with the ball is Grace Imberry. Imberry will leave it off between the circles for Haley Klein. Klein looks at cutters, nothing there. Now gives it to Imberry, who dribbles along the top of the key. Will give it back right back side to Klein. Now to Morgan. Cavaliers shot clock down to 7 seconds. Morgan dribbling out on the right side, guarded hard by Nome. Morgan will take it underneath, will kick it off. Ewart will let fly from 17. Shot off the back iron, but won't fall as the shot clock expires. Hamlin, the rebound, will bring it the other way. Molly Coisty will get the screen right at the free throw line. Now gives it off on the wing for Nome. Nome looking, now will put the ball on the floor, gets past Imberry, goes to the hole, does not get the shot. And this one on the way is up and good. 6-0 Chargers, and they'll be content to pick up defense at midcourt. Taylor Morgan will bring it across the timeline. Morgan guarded right, will pass it off on the wing for Grace Imberry. Imberry now goes top of the key to Jamie Ewart. Ewart looking at Klein, posting low, nothing there. Now to Morgan right side, but she's going to again drag the pivot foot as she looked to drive, drags that in the early going. 6-0 Hamlin. Brooke Opdahl will leave the ball back against full court pressure to Alexis Wadsworth. Wadsworth brings it across the timeline, and now we'll go left side in the corner. Nome will drive baseline, and she is going to travel with the ball as she went in. Jamie Ewart across the timeline, gets pressure top of the key, and now will throw the ball away as Haley Klein looks. So not doing themselves any favors. Hamlin with the basketball. Molly Coisty will bring it across the timeline against full court man pressure. Morgan will pick her up out front. Ball comes left side to Wadsworth. Now off on the wing for Hannah Rowe. Rowe dribbles foul line, will dump it off back left wing for Nome. She'll penetrate the paint, now kicks it out front. Here's a three on the way, no good by Molly Coisty. Rebound loose though, and Brooke Opdahl comes up with it. Chargers will get a fresh shot clock and will maintain possession. Left side, Wadsworth will go in the corner for Opdahl. She'll dribble along, gets a screen, and now we'll give it off top of the key to Nome. Passed right side to Coisty, who backs it off. Now off to Opdahl left side, who gives it in the corner to Rowe. Rowe, little give and go underneath. Opdahl will get the pass and will turn to the basket and puts it up and in. Brooke Opdahl has her first points of the night, and it's an 8-0 Hamlin lead. And Chargers on a run to start the game, and that's something Roncalli can really ill afford, to give up a lot of these runs here tonight. Taylor Morgan with the ball right side, dribbling, will get it between the circles to Klein, now left side to Jamie Ewart. Ewart brings it top of the key to Imberry. She'll drive down right and will draw a foul. Hand check foul going to be called. Cavaliers kind of standing now. Will get it going. We'll kick it out front to Morgan, who penetrates the lane, puts up a runner, but may have been partially deflected. Shot well short, and Molly Koisty will bring away the loose ball. She'll give it right side to Nome, who stops and pops, stops on the right block and puts it up off the glass and in. Kennedy Nome's first field goal of the game. She's got 4, and it's a 10-0 start to begin the ball game for the Hamlin Chargers. Ewart across the timeline. We'll give it left side to Haley Klein. Klein into the corner for Imberry. Now down low to, they try to work it into Abby Vogel, backside open, but pass a little high and thrown away. Turnover number 5. Hamlin quickly the other end. Here's a shot from the low block for Lexus Wadsworth, who puts it up and in. And Hamlin off on a tear, and boy, Roncalli just not stopping the Chargers when they get into their offense. Hamlin is getting the shots they want and knocking them down. Jamie Ewart out front with it for Roncalli. Will give it left side to Klein. Now coming off the high pick was Morgan. Ball knocked away. Tries from the left baseline. Will lob it out front for Ewart. Ewart, top of the key, or excuse me, that Stryer gives it off to Ewart at the free throw line. Now back to Jamie between the circles. Left side to Klein. She'll launch a 3. This one is up and short, no good. Cavs 0 of 5 from the floor, and they, I don't think, have an offensive rebound here tonight. Molly Koisty back the other way for Hamlin. Will get a screen right to the free throw line. Now backs it off between the circles for Lackness. Lackness goes left to Wadsworth, drives down to the baseline, leaves it back off. Mallory Anderson from 10, banks it home good. And another timeout called by Derek Larson as the Cavaliers just cannot. For Hamlin, they lead at 14-0. A minute 45 to play here first quarter. Roncalli trying to get on track as Taylor Morgan brings it across the timeline. Morgan dribbling out between the circles. Now uses up the dribble. Will get rid of it left side to Megan Stryer. Stryer brings it free throw line. Will take it in. Loses the ball. Has it stripped away on the way up. But Roncalli will pick it up. Cassie Combe couldn't do it. Roncalli will try to force something here with full court pressure. A screen right for Koisty, who will bring it across the timeline. 4 on 3 now. Koisty will take the paint, gives it off right side. Here's a shot from 15 for Brooke Opdahl, up and in. Hamlin is 7 of 9 from the floor here to start this game. And Roncalli 0 of 5 with 6 turnovers. It's all Hamlin here in the early going. Now here's a 3-ball right side for Megan Stryer at the other end. Stryer gets the Cavaliers on the board with a minute to play first quarter as she knocks it down good. 16-3. Back the other way. Here's Koisty driving to the basket, and a charging foul is going to be called first quarter, and try to get a few more points on the board to try to start chipping away at this lead. Right side again. Jamie Ewart looks for Haley Klein. Klein was breaking to the basket. Hamlin back the other way. Molly Koisty gets guarded by Whip as she brings it across the timeline. Koisty will pick up the dribble. Now will leave it off to Kennedy Nome, who's back in the game as well. Nome goes right side to Lackness. Now on the wing for Rowe. Rowe will drive down, stops, block extended, will kick it back out front to Koisty. She'll penetrate the lane, lobs it down low for Anderson. Her shot is blocked, and the loose ball picked up by Megan Stryer. 12 seconds to play in the quarter. Stryer gives it off to Ewart, who brings it across the timeline with 7 seconds to go. Ewart will drive right, dribbling out front. Now will give it off. Here's a long 3, way short by Cassie Combe, and that will be the end of the first. 14% shooting, and they've turned the ball over 7 times. Cavs with the ball to start the second quarter. In play, Kennedy Lorenz gets the ball left wing. Cavaliers now will work the perimeter right side to Grace Imberry. Pass comes back to Stryer. She'll launch from 3 and knocks it down good. Megan Stryer has been all the scoring here for Roncalli. A couple of threes to begin the game, and that'll cut the lead to 10. Hamlin back the other way as Grace West, and at the quarter break, brings it across the timeline. Kennedy Nome will get the pass on left of the basket. Ball will come in play from Nome. She'll get it in the corner for West. West uses up the dribble, has it knocked away, and then Megan Stryer gets a hand in. Holly will get the ball back now, a chance to cut it back to a single-digit game. Grace Imberry will bring it across the timeline, and will give it off right, or attempt to Leah Whip, but the pass through her hand. Not much defense over there. They're just throwing it away. with the basketball. Hannah Rowe will get it to Kennedy Nome, and she'll have the ball knocked. Chargers right of the basket, gets it out front for Coisty. Now back to Nome. She'll launch a high arcing three off the mark, no good. Rebound, Nome gets it back, and will go left side. Wadsworth will take it baseline, comes back through, puts in a shot from under the basket. That might have hit the shot clock on top of the basket, but Wadsworth gets the shot to go, and it's good. First points of the second quarter for the Chargers. Roncalli the other way. Lorenz will dish it right corner for Stryer. Now free throw line Combe will give it off to Kennedy Lorenz. Lorenz will dribble it back out front, stops on the wing, gets it in the corner for Stryer, double teamed, and she's going to be tied up. Jump ball called. Stryer at 5'4". Expose the books. Hamlin leading Roncalli. Molly Coisty with the ball will get it right side on the wing for Nome. Now it comes out top to Coisty. The Chargers work the perimeter against a Roncalli zone defense. Underneath, the inlet pass is knocked away by Cassie Combe. She'll come up with it, and Combe will be tied up, but they'll try to cut it to a 10-point ball game, or with a three-pointer, cut the lead down to 9. Little half-court trap shown here out front by the Chargers as Taylor Morgan is going to get double-teamed, tries to pass out of it, and the ball stolen away up the floor. Breaking to the basket, Molly Coisty will lay it up and in. And player down on the floor for the Cavaliers. Hamlin's going to put on a 2-2-1 full-court trap, holding a 20-6 lead. And now the Cavaliers will break the pressure down. Haley Klein will get the pass up the floor, gives it to Stryer. Right side to Jamie Ewart. She'll let fly from 15. Shot won't fall. And the backside rebound taken by Hamlin. Molly Coisty back the other way for the Chargers will set it up. Cavs will put in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Hamlin works it around. Lexus Wadsworth thought about a three. Now the Chargers work it right side to Coisty into the right corner for Kennedy Nome. Back to Coisty, right of the key. Skip pass goes left corner to Lexus Wadsworth. She'll drive down. Now the kick out will come to Coisty, who gives it to Nome. Three-pointer from the right corner, up and no good. Rebound is run down by Megan Stryer for the Cavaliers with 5:15 to play first half. Roncalli trailing 20-6. Again, Hamlin showing trap at midcourt, and Grace Imberry had it. And now the ball is knocked away as the Chargers come up with the trap, steal it, fire down low, pass to Lexus Wadsworth, and it's Hamlin. 5 minutes to play first half. And again, the Chargers show that half-court trap. Jamie Ewart will bring it near the timeline, and now we'll get it to Grace Imberry. Imberry will throw the ball away, trying to get it back off to Ewart. Ball picked up by Kennedy Nome. She'll back it off to Molly Coisty out front. Coisty will bring it to the left side, goes into the corner for Wadsworth. And now the Chargers work the perimeter against this Cavaliers zone defense. Nome will drive, dishes free throw line, 15-footer put up and no good by Brooke Opdahl. Follow shot by Nome is up and short for Nome, and this one on the way is good. Kennedy Nome has 5, 23-6 Hamlin. Again, they started this game on a 16-point run. And now throwing some defenses at Roncalli that are giving them fits. Haley Klein will break the half-court trap this time. The Cavaliers will get the ball left to Leah Whip, 12-footer rather, from the left side up against Hamlin here in the half. Whip will inbound out front for Ewart, and now Jamie has the ball stripped away, and the ensuing Wadsworth from 3, shot no good. Nome got away with an over the back on Abby Vogel and then pulled it back, and it allowed Vogel to get the easy board. Back at the other end, Ewart reading half-court trap, shy of the timeline, will get called for a 10-second count. Pass. Cavaliers are going to spread out a 1-2-2 zone. The Chargers work the perimeter right side. Grace West with it will feed it down low, and a good job getting position on the block. Lexus Wadsworth will get the pass, will turn one dribble and put it up off the glass and good. 25-8 here should be the score. Hamlin on top with the basketball. Here's Imberry dribbling through a double team. Will get a good shot up, a little runner from 8, but can't get it to go. And back at the other end come the Chargers. Right side with the ball is West. She'll back it off to Molly Coisty out front. Yes, 25-6. The scoreboard gave credit to Roncalli on that last basket for Hamlin, but they've got it corrected now. And the Chargers, with 3 minutes to go, will try to increase the lead to 20+. Wadsworth right side will give it right of the key to Coisty. Coisty now will cross-court it left side to Grace West, and from 3, the shot is up and good. Grace West off the bench has her first bucket of the night. 28-6. All Hamlin here in this first half. And again, the Chargers try to go half-court trap Imberry will get the pass back from Ewart. Now Imberry will get it left side. Good look for three from Stryer. This one is up and off the mark, no good. Rebound is run down by Grace Imberry on the perimeter. One of the few second chances the Cavs will have here in the first half. Imberry will get the ball back, gives it to Stryer right of the key. Stryer now will leave it back off for Grace Imberry. Imberry drives right. Again, goes to Stryer in the corner. She'll try to split defenders, and a reaching foul is going to be called on Hamlin. For Roncalli with 2:14 to play here in the first half. Down 22, Stryer will get the inbound pass, will get it out top for Imberry. Now down low block, Abby Vogel gets a double team, and Grace West will inbound for the Cavs, or excuse me, it is Grace Imberry inbounding for the Cavs. Down low, Haley Klein will get it on the right block. Good look, but the turnaround is up and off the back iron. No good. Follow shot by Vogel, put back up and in. Vogel's first basket of the night will cut the lead to 20 for Hamlin with under 2 minutes to play now first half. Molly Coisty dribbling along the arc will look left. Now we'll get it between the circles to Grace West. Right side pass given off to Lexus Wadsworth. Back to West. Around the horn it comes left side to Nome. Looks at the three. Now we'll put a dribble down and back it off to Coisty on the perimeter. Shot clock to 10 with a minute and a half to play here in this first half. And now Coisty will launch a three from out top with shot clock running down. It won't go, but the Chargers get the rebound, and a fresh shot clock here as Kennedy Nome comes up with the ball, and will give it back out top. And the Chargers will get into their offense, and now Grace Imberry will try to time the steal, gets into the passing lane and pooches it to Lorenz. She'll get it back off to Imberry, who splits defenders, drives, and will try to dish to Stryer in the corner of the basket. Will put it in play, and will get it out top for Grace Imberry right of the key into the corner to Stryer. Back out top, Imberry will launch a three and knock it down good. Grace Imberry has a three. Roncalli's made 4 field goals tonight, 3 from three-point land. 28-11, the Hamlin lead with 50 seconds to go now in the half. Coisty, right side, will give it to Nome. Down low block. With it is West. And turned to the basket, had it knocked away. Ball loose on the... Hamlin will show the full half-court trap now. Imberry and Lorenz will get it across the timeline. Ball will come right. Lorenz will try to dump it in to Abby Vogel, and the ball stolen away. Also good. Hamlin just a fundamentally sound team doing a lot of good things here. Again, they're going to show the half-court trap. Imberry will split defenders, gets it across with a pass to Stryer. Stryer now doesn't get rid of it and is going to be doubled up, but... And this one on the way is up and good. Stryer with 8 of the Cavaliers' 13. 30-13 Hamlin with 20 seconds to go. Grace West across the timeline will dribble right wing and now picks it up and will get rid of it. Dumping it down low. Hannah Rowe. The ball knocked away by Abby Vogel, and the Chargers now will steal the ball back, or knock them here in the half from the near sideline. Inbounds pass will come to Lorenz. She'll get it off to Imberry. Clock running down. 4 seconds. 3. Imberry will drive and is going to draw a blocking. No good. Haley Klein battling for the rebound. Will get it back. Will put up the shot at the buzzer and knock it down good. So Haley Klein scrambling with the basketball, and a 15-point lead to start the second half. Chargers work it right corner to Wadsworth. Out top to Brooke Opdahl, now into the left corner for Kennedy Nome. Roncalli back in a 2-1-2 zone trying to take away the middle. Here's Wadsworth from 3. Shot is up and long. No good. Rebound, though, saved by Opdahl on the backside. They'll get it back to Wadsworth. Drives to the basket and left the shot a little bit short. And the loose ball picked up by Roncalli. And the Cavaliers bring it back the other way. Hamlin will match up in man-on-man defense here. Jamie Ewart at the center circle will get the ball right wing for Grace Imberry. Imberry comes top of the key. Klein will put the ball down, loses a dribble, will get it back. And Roncalli now will work it left wing for Imberry. Ball knocked away by Hannah Rowe, getting a fingertip in the passing lane and deflecting it out of bounds. Cavs inbound from the far sideline, but out front for Ewart. But again, Hamlin does a good job. They're just going to get after you, especially the closer you get to the basket. They're going to body up. Now down low, Haley Klein will get it on the low right block, and Klein puts a turnaround off the glass, up and good. That'll cut the lead to 13, as close as Roncalli's been for a while. Chargers working the perimeter left. Kennedy Nome in the corner. We'll get it into the paint. With it is Hannah Rowe. They'll work it back over on the right side, and Hamlin will be content to work it around, try to find a seam. Now Nome will let fly from 3. High arcing shot, no good. Rebound tapped around, but Nome will run it down at the foul line, and the Chargers will get a fresh shot clock and will maintain possession. Pass will come right side to Rowe. To Koisty out front now. The pass left wing for Brooke Opdahl. Running the baseline is Rowe. She'll get it back. Drives baseline. Draws a double team. Tries to dump it off. Ball knocked away by Abby Vogel, and then trying to get it back. Hannah Rowe will lose it out of bounds. Rowe swatted it away and couldn't maintain possession after Abby Vogel made the stop. So Roncalli now a chance to cut it to 10 on a three-point shot. Out front, Grace Imberry will get it right side to Ewart on the perimeter. Skip pass goes to Megan Stryer. She'll drive in, gives it back off to Ewart, who drives and leaves the ball back. Pass now right wing to Haley Klein. Klein will drive down baseline, and she will lose the dribble. Good defense here by Molly Koisty to not let Haley take second half for Roncalli. And Hamlin will bring it the other way. Cavs drop back to a 1-2-2 zone as Molly Koisty sets it right side for Hannah Rowe. Now they'll work the perimeter left side for Opdahl, who dribbles down near the corner, goes high post to Wadsworth. Wadsworth will dump it right side to Rowe in the corner. And now they'll work it back out on the perimeter. Hamlin just working the pass against this zone defense. Nome now high post. Wadsworth will get it, will drive in. Backs it off to Koisty with 10 on the shot clock, right side to Rowe. Now they'll work it left side. Here's a 17-footer on the way up and no good by Brooke Opdahl. Follow shot, though, is going to be grabbed by Molly Koisty, and she'll take it all the way to the hole and lay it up and in. Hamlin just getting a lot of second chances here tonight, and that's a good case of it there as they missed a shot, but Koisty got the rebound and puts it back up for a runner and an easy 2. Stryer at the left side will give it off to Grace Imberry, who drives in. Her shot is going to be blocked, but a foul will be called on Wadsworth here for Roncalli. Second one off the back rim, no good. Long rebound run down by Molly Koisty for the Chargers. Koisty brings it across the timeline, and we'll go left side to Brooke Opdahl. Opdahl, long pass, right wing goes over to Hannah Rowe. Now out top, Koisty launches from 3. Perfect. Nothing but net for Molly Koisty from the top of the key. Her first 3 ball of the night, and it's 35-18 Hamlin. Jamie Ewart will get it across the timeline and will give it off to Grace Imberry. Imberry guarded out front will work it right to Haley Klein, right of the key. Now to Ewart left side. She'll take it in. Shot no good, but a foul is going to be called. Second shot for Ewart on the way from the line is up and good. So Jamie Ewart has her first point of the night from the foul line. 35-19, 4.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Molly Koisty will work it left to West. Now back to Koisty between the circles. Long skip pass goes into the corner for Kennedy Nome. Nome will kick it back out top to Koisty. Left side, and again, Roncalli this time 2-1-2 zone. Hamlin content to work it around. He'll go to Koisty, top of the key, right side. Now here's a 3 from Rowe. That one way long, no good. And the rebound on the backside run down by Ewart. She'll get a double team, but passes out of it to Klein, who gives it off to Grace Imberry. Imberry brings it across and will give it back off now to Ewart between the circles. Jamie Ewart will set up the offense against man pressure. Ball comes right side to Klein on the wing. Looks at Cutters low, nothing there. Now Stryer launches a long 3. That one is off the mark, no good. And the rebound will be taken by Hamlin. Molly Koisty up the middle of the floor will work it left side for West. Now into the corner for Kennedy Nome. Chargers work the perimeter around right side to Rowe. Now to Koisty. Thought about a 3 again. Passes this one up. Now posting up Wadsworth. The bounce pass inside is going to be deflected by Abby Vogel. And the loose ball picked up by Imberry. Roncalli attacks the other way. Imberry free throw line extended. Will give it right to Ewart. Now to Stryer, who dribbles along the top of the key. Right side, Imberry will launch a 3. This one is short, no good. Rebound kicks out to Kennedy Nome in the right corner. Now quickly Hamlin up the floor. Pass long right side to West, who drives baseline. And a blocking foul is going to be called as Grace West takes the Nome, putting it in play. She goes to Wadsworth. A little 8-foot turnaround is up and long, no good. Rebound run down, though, on the far left side by Kennedy Nome. She tries to work it into him left of the basket, inbounding from the baseline and having some trouble. We'll get it in play to Wadsworth in the corner. Now they'll work it out top to Molly Koisty. Fresh shot clock here for the Chargers, so they'll work it around. Roncalli in a spread out. Well, looks like there may be and wanting here. Nope, it's man defense here for Roncalli. At any rate, Nome free throw line will kick it left to Grace West. West will Pass out top to Koisty, and the shot clock is down to 10. Koisty brings it back to the center circle. They'll try a double screen here. Koisty will drive and now takes it in. Will be called for a travel as she takes it through a couple. Cavaliers come up with the defensive stop. Still trailing here by 16 with 2.5 minutes to go third quarter. Jamie Ewart will walk it up, and Hamlin will pick up man defense at midcourt. Ewart will get it right side to Imberry on the perimeter. Imberry looking low. We'll find Ewart cutting on the backside. She got that back screen, and the pass right there left Ewart wide open, and Jamie lays it up and good. First field goal of the night for her. 35-21 Hamlin with 2 minutes to go now in the quarter. Grace West goes to Koisty out top. They'll work it around right side. Noem will launch a high arcing three, and that one is no good. Rebound lost out of bounds, and Ryan for her. Hamlin will be content to pick up defense at midcourt as Ewart will walk it across on the right side. She'll get it on the wing for Grace Imberry. Imberry looks low, now goes to Lorenz out front, pass left side to Ewart. Looking at low cutters, nothing there to Stryer right side, and a foul is going to be called. A Cavs, and having some trouble, finds Cassie Combe inside, hits her in the hand, but she couldn't haul it in and loses it. Hamlin will pick up the loose ball. Noem breaking to the other end will get the pass and will lay it up and good. First points in a while for Hamlin, but a lay-in at the other side, and the Hamlin lead back to 16 with 1:20 to play third quarter. Jamie Ewart will go left side for Stryer, now right wing for Lorenz. Looking at it from three, she'll dribble down right corner and has the ball swatted away. Must have come out front for Ewart. Jamie gives it back right side to Lorenz. Looking low cutters, nothing there. Now the Cavs work at left wing for Ewart. Out top to Imberry. She'll drive and will go to the basket, and a travel will be called on Grace Imberry. Grace did that time going to the basket. Under a minute to play now, third quarter. Molly Koisty across the timeline will give it right side for West. The Chargers work the perimeter against this Roncalli 2-1-2 zone. Back to Koisty out between the circles. And Koisty readjusting the offense will dribble right now, gives it top of the key to Wadsworth. She'll get a screen up high, will go to the basket, and a blocking foul is going to be of this third quarter. Second free throw good for Wadsworth. Got them both. 39-21 Hamlin. And the shot clock basically off. It's still running, but the game clock has beaten out the shot clock here. Grace Imberry with the ball right side will give it to Whip on the wing. Now the pass to Lorenz out front. Lorenz will go left for Ewart. Jamie backs it top of the key to Imberry with 17 seconds to play. Right side is Lorenz on the wing. Lorenz uses up the dribble, now goes down low. Block, Combe will turn, puts the shot up. No good, but a block. One more shot for Combe, and she gets them both from the foul line. Cavaliers will pick up defense at midcourt. Koisty will bring it across the timeline with 7 seconds. Dribbles it off her foot. Ball loose on the deck, and Ewart down to Grace Imberry. 2 seconds, one. Imberry will throw up a runner from the three-point line. It hits the back of the rim. And 4 of 6 from the stripe. Hamlin with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Pass on the right wing will go off to Hannah Rowe. Rowe will kick it out top to Grace West. Now into the corner from Mallory Anderson. The Chargers will work the perimeter around against this 1-2-2 Roncalli zone. With the basketball is Opdahl. She'll get it to Anderson. Left block, and Anderson will take closer than 15 here tonight. Right side is Klein. She'll work at left wing for Ewart. Now top of the key, Lorenz will launch an 18-footer. This one is up and off the back iron long. Rebound run down by Hamlin as Brooke Opdahl will bring the ball the other way. Opdahl will hold it up left of the key. Now gives it off to Grace West out front. West with the basketball. Now will dribble left and will leave it back off to Opdahl. Ball comes right side now to Rowe on the wing. Rowe will step down, put one high off the glass from 12 and banks it too hard. Long rebound though will be controlled by Hamlin, and the Chargers again will work it on the perimeter and will get a fresh shot clock. Between the circles, Opdahl will go left side to Grace West. Now back to Brooke Opdahl, who will dribble along the top of the arc and gets it right corner for Allie Lackness. Cavaliers back in that 1-2-2 zone, and again driving in. Here's Opdahl going to the basket, tries to points tonight. First free throw on the way is in and out, no good. That's just a second missed free throw tonight for Hamlin. Second one on the way, also off the mark, no good. Kennedy Lorenz the rebound will give it off to Jamie Ewart. She'll bring it across the timeline right side. Now we'll attack the basket and we'll dump it off, and Ewert's going to take an extra step trying to dump it off to right side. Hannah Rowe will get the pass. We'll get it out top to West, who gets it low post. Triple teamed. Anderson will pass out of it out front to Opdahl. Now right side Lackness in the corner. Lackness will give it back to Rowe out front, and the Chargers will work it back around. Left side with it. West will go right wing to Hannah Rowe, who puts a little ball fake on, and then will take a couple dribbles in and knock down a 12-footer from the right wing. Hannah Rowe has 4 points on the night. First point there since the first quarter. 41-23. Hamlin's lead now 18 with 5:50 to play. With the basketball is Haley Klein, guarded hard out front there by Hannah Rowe, and Klein will get it left side to Lorenz. Lorenz looking low post, nothing there, goes out front to Ewert. Ewert dribbling, will get it middle of the lane to Whip, now to Combe. Back it comes to Jamie Ewert, and a timeout is bound. Megan Stryer checks in the game. Will get it out front to Grace Imberry. Ball will come right side to Haley Klein. Now to Imberry. She'll launch a three, and it's up. Shot no good. Good look for her, but left it short. Rebound underneath by Brooke Opdahl for the Chargers. Long pass up the floor off of Hannah Rowe's hands, but to Wadsworth. She'll kick it out on the wing to Opdahl. Three from the right side is no good. Getting the rebound inside, Hannah Rowe will kick it back out front, and the Chargers now will pull it out and will get into their offense. Roncalli back in that 1-2-2 zone. Coisty will feed it down low block to Wadsworth. Wanted a whistle and threw up a shot. Didn't get it, but Noma on the backside will get the ball off to Hannah Rowe. She'll put up a good look for 12, but again, it won't fall down as she left the shot short. Rebound pulled down by Roncalli. Grace Imberry will get it across the timeline to Kennedy Lorenz on the right wing. Lorenz will take one dribble, now gives it off to Megan Stryer right wing. Stryer will try to find Imberry cutting to the basket, threw it behind her and threw it away out of bounds. Roncalli, Chargers out front. Molly Coisty will dribble off to the right side and will leave it back off to Hannah Rowe. To the high post to Opdahl. To Rowe out front, out to Coisty down low. They try to dump it into Wadsworth. Ball knocked away by Haley Klein, but can't fence. Nope, they're going to match up man out of the inbound. Underneath, Lexi Wadsworth will get it. Good look, but can't get the shot to go. Rebound by Wadsworth. Get her own shot back. It won't go. Third time is a charm for Kennedy Noem. She can't get it. And now the follow by Wadsworth, no good, but a foul is inbound. The pass out front to Molly Coisty, who will get it back off to Noem left wing, guarded by Imberry over there on the perimeter. Noem will back it off to Coisty out front. And with 4 minutes to play now, the Chargers work it down low. Wadsworth will kick it out. Coisty from three lets fly and leaves it short. Rebound followed up, no good by Rowe. And finally, the Cavaliers will get a rebound. And that trip down for Hamlin, but come away empty. Roncalli now across the timeline. Imberry will get it to Megan Stryer on the right wing. Stryer, one dribble, goes top of the key to Klein. Now we'll give it off to Imberry at the top of the key. She'll drive down all the way to the block, puts it up off the glass and in. Nice drive for Imberry, and had a screen there high to open it up for her, and she curls back to the basket nicely. 41-25 Hamlin. 3:25 to play in the ball game. Coisty dribbles right side, will get it low post to Wadsworth. Again in the paint, shot up no good, contested, and will sit for their respective teams. Jamie Ewert will walk it up for the Cavaliers with 3:15 to play. Ewert across the timeline will go to Haley Klein over on the left wing. Now out front to Megan Stryer. Stryer dribbling will get it to Kennedy Lorenz on the wing. She'll get a screen from Klein. Lorenz dribbles along the arc. Now will take it in and puts up a runner. Hits the side of the bank board. Gets it back though, and will fire it down low to Combe. Her shot high off the glass, up and in. Lorenz doesn't get it to go, but stays with it, and then finds Combe with a nice pass, and Cassie Combe banks it off the right block with a little hook shot. 41-27. Hamlin will drive, and here's a shot thrown up by Coisty, hoping for a whistle. Did not get it, and again the comes back in for the Cavs. Roncalli will bring it up. Hamlin will stay man-on-man as Jamie Ewert brings it across the timeline. Ewert with the basketball will go left side to Haley Klein, well beyond the three-point line. Now top of the key, Imberry will work it right side back to Ewert. Ewert a long skip pass over to Stryer. She'll penetrate the lane, has her drive knocked away, but gets it ball back and will get it off to Ewert. Shot clock at 10. Jamie drives and has her block shot knocked away. She'll kick it off to Imberry on the left wing, and she'll knock down a three, and that'll cut the lead to 11 with 2:09 to go. But the Cavaliers have charged back, and now the Chargers will bring it across the timeline, holding the 11-point lead, but seeing it evaporate in kind of a hurry. Kennedy Nome will have the ball left wing. Will back it to Molly Koisty out between the circles. Cavs in man defense out front. Koisty will look right into the corner for Nome. Nome with the shot clock at 15 will back it off to Hannah Rowe right side. She'll take it baseline, double team, passes into the lane for Nome, overthrows her, but running it down Opdahl on the wing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nome will get it, will dump it, try to dump it down low, and throws it away. Ball picked off by Cassie Combe, and now the Cavaliers a chance to cut it to a single-digit game with 90 seconds to go. The pass for Ewart. Roncalli's going to have to hurry here. You don't have time to make a lot of passes. You've got to attack the basket. Stryer out front to Imberry. Launches from 3. Shot short, no good. And the long rebound will kick out of bounds with 1:17. Official gets the ball back, and now we'll put it in play. Nome will look to inbound, and we'll get the ball to Molly Koisty. Koisty will drive past Klein, gets it deep in the paint, takes it all the way to the hole. Shot no good, but a foul will be called, and gets it into the hands of Ewart. Jamie brings it across the timeline and will leave it off to Imberry left wing. Now the pass will come right side to Stryer. Stryer out top. Imberry will pull up the free throw jump shot and knock it down good. Grace Imberry with 7 in the quarter and 11 in the ball game. 42-32. Under a minute to play. Kennedy Nome uses up the dribble, and a timeout called from the...
Visit QuestConstructionLLC.com for more details. And for your steel building needs, Quest is your local Nucor building distributor. Call Quest Construction, 725-6000.
Well, Hamlin will get the ball in play. Second one on the way is off the back iron. No good, but Wadsworth, the rebound, follows up with a missed shot. Good job to get the board, but can't get the shot to go. Jamie Ewart now will drive through traffic and loses the dribble as Hamlin reaches in. Again, too many, and now Hamlin will inbound. Koisty will get past pressure, works it up the floor. Wide open at the other end. Hannah Rowe will drake a couple dribbles, will put it up off the glass and good for an easy 2. 45-32, 20 seconds now. Ewart will pass it left side for Grace Imberry. Imberry gives it back to Stryer. Now out top to Klein. Ball knocked away by Koisty. Klein will get it back. 10 seconds to play. The long pass goes to Ewart. She'll put the shot up with bodies coming at her. Leaves it short, no good. Rebound grab by Wadsworth. 1 second left, and that will be the ball game. And Hamlin survives.